Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Woman shoots man in the head on Facebook Live. Let's get into it. First of all, I want to say this is an older situation that happened. I know a lot of y'all probably heard about it, but she got sentenced later on. Like, she went on with her life for a while, didn't go to jail for a while. Like, a lot of times, you know, stuff happens. You get locked up and you get out or whatever until your court date and stuff. Like, nothing happened to her up until now. The article says the woman was seen on video shooting a man in the head during a live stream on Facebook has been sentenced to prison. Now the thing is, when you watch the Facebook Live and people was watching the live, they were talking about how it seemed like it was a whole setup. They said she was playing around with the gun, and the one guy in the back had the gun and was messing around with the gun as if he might have put a bullet in it or something like that. And then, you know, she was picking it up, like holding it in his face and, you know, playing around. You don't play around with a gun like that. And she claims that she didn't know that the gun had an actual bullet in it when she was playing around. You still don't play around like that. The female's name is Cassandra Damper. The guy that got shot, his name was Devin Holmes. Cassandra Damper appeared in court where she was sentenced to 10 years for aggravated assault charge and 5 years for tampering with evidence. So Damper, she pleaded guilty to the charges of shooting Devin, and they said that her sentence will be concurrently. When they interviewed Holmes, he said, "So happy, I am so happy. It's perfect because it shows a human's life is valuable. But if the judge didn't come with a verdict that good, it was like saying a human's life is not valuable. But he showed me it is, so I'm so glad about it." Holmes was shot in the head while he and Damper and another man were inside a vehicle recording a video on Facebook Live. The video showed Damper playing with a gun as the three of them laughed and joked around. At one point, Damper pointed the gun at the camera, which apparently frightened Holmes enough for him to tell her, "You're making me nervous." Not long after, Damper, apparently unaware that despite the gun not having a clip, there was a bullet in the chamber, pointed the gun at Holmes and fired a single shot, which hit him in the head, and they were on Facebook Live when all of this happened. Holmes survived the shooting, but he had to go under physical and mental rehabilitation. I know that was hard to know that you just got shot in the head by somebody you was cool with. She said she didn't mean to. She didn't know that the gun was loaded, that it had a bullet in the chamber. But still, you don't play like that. You just don't do that. He spent his 27th birthday in ICU, but he was able to celebrate his 28th birthday with his family and friends. Thank God. During the trial, Damper took the stand and tearfully admitted that she shot Holmes. Damper also read a letter in court addressed to Holmes in which she expressed remorse, sorrow, and sympathy for all that he's gone through over the past year and a half. "Please know how sorry I am during this tough time. I cannot imagine what you're going through or what you are feeling since this tragic accident. There is no amount of anything I can give you. It has hurt me even more to be unable to assist or be by your side during this recovery process." Damper even said the grief consumed her so much that she even considered killing herself to make it fair. "I am here to take responsibility for a reckless accident I caused. I was in disbelief because I really thought the gun was not loaded. I was just really scared. When the gun first went off, I was in shock and total disbelief that this can't be real. I felt the best thing to do was to be very quiet. Please accept my heartfelt sympathy and apology. I pray that God gives you the strength you need to finish your journey at 100%. Now, this next part that I'm going to talk about is what's so crazy. You're on Facebook Live. Everybody's watching it. Everybody see it. You know somebody's recording it or going back to record it. It's there. Somebody's going to see it. So during the proceedings, it was revealed that Damper called 911 and reported that Holmes had shot himself. So she claimed that he had shot himself. Not she shot him or made a mistake and shot him. Said he had shot himself. That's what's so bad about it. Like, you're so sorry about the situation. You know you made a mistake. You claim you made a mistake at least. And now you call 911 and you say that he shot himself. You're on Facebook Live and you're going to say that? So, of course, you know, they're going to go back and look at the footage. And that's exactly what the police did. Went back and looked at the footage and seen that she shot him. I mean, how crazy could you be? I don't care how nervous you were or how you felt bad, but to say he shot himself and you're sitting here on Facebook Live, got another person in the car. The guy that got shot knows he didn't shoot himself. Like, did you think he was going to pass away and they were just going to think, oh, he killed himself? Like, why would you even put that out there like that to make him look some kind of way? The day before Damper's sentencing, Holmes confronted her for the first time since the near-fatal shooting, telling the court that he believes she should receive jail time because he's been living in his own prison since he's been shot. He said he's now unable to walk, dress himself, or use the bathroom alone. Holmes also rejected Damper's attorney's statement that the shooting was an accident between friends, describing Damper as simply an acquaintance. Cherie Holmes, Devin's mother, said to Damper, "You got what you deserve. You got what you deserve. You wanted to be gangster? Now you can go be gangster for 10 years. She can be gangster all she wants." I guess the reason I feel some type of way about it is the fact that she sat there and called 911. Like she said, she was nervous. She was scared it happened. She felt like, you know, the bullet was in the chamber. She didn't know nothing about it because it didn't have a clip in it. First of all, you don't point a gun in nobody's face to be playing. Not a real gun. You don't do that, first of all. That's where you messed up, first of all. And then there was a bullet in the chamber and you pointed at his head and pulled the trigger. Shot the man. They had a nerve to call 911 and say he shot himself. So if this man would have passed and she would have got away with the fact that nobody seen it, if it wasn't on Facebook Live and all of that, she would have shot this man. She would have probably tried to say that this man killed himself. Thank God he lived. Thank God they were on Facebook and all of that. Because like they said, the little guy in the back was looking a little shady, as if he might have had part in it. People was feeling like she actually meant to shoot him. And the way the mom is talking, like she felt like he meant to, you know, she meant to shoot him, talking about you want to be gangster and stuff. So she felt some type of way too. But to call 911 and to say this man shot himself, like that's some cold type stuff. You shot this man. You claim it's an accident. If it's such an accident, why would you call 911 and say this man shot himself? If you felt like it was an accident or you claim it was an accident, you would have called 911 and say, oh my gosh, I shot my friend. You said he was your friend. He felt like you're an acquaintance, but you said he was your friend. You call 911 and say, oh my gosh, I made a mistake and shot my friend. If you felt like it was a mistake, I made a mistake and shot my friend, not calling 911 saying this man shot himself. And then it's sitting here on Facebook Live on top of it. Everybody's watching. Everybody see this. You know he's going to get this video. I don't care if you try to help and erase it. Facebook will be able to get this back. There's no erasing that. So thank God they were on Facebook Live, because I don't even know if the guy that was sitting in the back would have, you know, defended him getting shot and told that she did it. He might have not. I don't know. I don't know the situation with him, but everybody's saying he was shady in the back. He was sitting in the back and he got the gun. She set the gun down. He grabbed the gun and he was doing some stuff with the gun. So they felt like it was a whole setup type situation. Like they try to get him or they try to do something to him. Why would they try to do something to him? I don't know. So this is all alleged that, you know, people commenting and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going to let you watch this little clip and everything. But before we get into that, give me a thumbs up on my video. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't already. Subscribe to my other channel if you hadn't already. Make sure you check me out on social media. And make sure you check out my shop. Make sure you click that bell for notification of my videos. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, be blessed. Make sure you go check out my IGT page. And make sure you teach your kids and even older people not to play with guns. It's nothing to play with, and it's not a laughing matter.
Emotional sentencing just a few minutes ago. We did learn that those two sentences, the 10 years for for aggravated assault and 5 years for tampering with evidence will run concurrent, so she will just spend a total of 10 years behind bars. Damper did break down in the courtroom after this sentence was read. It was very clear to everyone no one was expecting the judge to hand down such a stiff sentence for this. Our camera was not allowed in the courtroom to film. Since the morning of this shooting on Easter Sunday 2018, she has not spent one single night in jail on those two charges. In court, we learned that Damper, the victim, Devin Holmes, and a third person were all playing with two unloaded guns in a parked car, and at some point they began a Facebook Live video. The guns were then reloaded. In court, Damper's defense team maintained that she didn't know the gun she picked up was loaded. She fired that gun at the cell phone live feed and nothing happened. On the stand today, she was weeping when she said that she assumed it was still unloaded when she racked the gun and pulled the trigger, firing at Devin's head. Her defense asked for 180 days in prison. Instead, that judge handing down the sentence that sent a shock through the courtroom. We spoke with Devin and his family in an exclusive one-on-one interview just afterward.
It shows that human life are valuable, because if he didn't come with a verdict that good, it was like a human life is not valuable to the state of Texas, but he showed me that it is, so I'm happy about it.
You got what you deserved. You got what you deserved. I don't care how you wanted to be gangster. Now you can go be gangster for 10 years. Be all the gangster shit you want.
Anyway, enough of that stuff.